All right, we're here at Shine Detailing. We're picking up our 2023 FL5, and wow, the guys here have blown my expectations to another level. I mean, literally Kelly and his crew, they took care of us. They did a few extra things that I'll detail later about. I don't even know how I'm gonna be able to keep up the look to this car the way it looks right now. We learned that we shouldn't have just taken the car on track, which is what I tell Lewis now that he's got his new whip. I'm telling him that you need to make this investment, and you guys are gonna see why. I'm gonna show you guys a little demonstration of what Kelly was telling us here with what the PPF does with its self-healing properties, which is again another plus of why I wanted to do this, especially for all the track driving that we do. Now this is a new product. This is black PPF, which is just new to the market from what I'm being told. But he's gonna show us what and how this thing regenerates itself after a little bit of heat being applied to it. Yeah. Totally see it. All right, so you can see all these scratch marks that he just made using this brush here. And now, yeah, big difference in there. Big difference.
Let me see the ratio.
Yeah, there's without the heat. And here's with the heat. Now I'm assuming also it doesn't take completely all of it away, but
no.
it self-heals.
Yeah, but like if you're,
immensely.
So if I sit here and do a little bit more, keep in mind this piece has been sitting there for a while.
It's a good baseline just to show what it can do.
I mean, even just that. Like those are your normal wash marks over here that you get from like a bad wash.
Yeah, you can totally see that.
Especially there.
Yep.
And then you come back here, and that's just a little bit of sunlight.
And again, this is why we chose to do this investment into the car. Because I think in the long run, it's gonna actually benefit us from all the track abuse, which again, we'll see in these other clips of the FK8 on the differences of doing it and not doing it, because you're gonna also spend time and money, especially money.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna spend money on repairing, the time you're gonna waste if you're gonna do chip repair, like I used to do for hours in the garage. Yeah. So this is the protection as well. Nice little hater key mark. You can see it, but it does not hurt what's down below. And that's another excellent property that the films have nowadays, especially with it being 8mm. It should be able to withstand your normal rock chips, your normal track abuse that we're gonna put on this wrap.
Maybe we would take it.
Yeah.
Take like a key.
Just takes so much pressure to get it through. Look at that, it's not even going through.
Yeah, so like, and that's not even barely made a dent.
So you could only imagine on track a piece of rock, even a little hot piece of marble, even a hot piece of rubber marble coming at the car, you know, debris from the track, stuff like that. As you could tell, that film is going to be able to withstand that. I'm gonna feel more comfortable out on the track, knowing that this front end is protected, knowing that certain other areas of the car are protected as well, and we're not going to have to put in the amount of time that I used to do after track to take care of the car. We're gonna shoot on over to the house and compare what this car looks like right now and what 4 years of tracking the FK8 looks like, and why. Again, I keep saying why a lot, but it's like why we decided to do this film protection and why we invested the money into the FL5. We learned from our mistakes the first time, and this time we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna start off right, and the guys here at Shine Detailing have got us off to an excellent start with the FL5. I'm so happy. I'm ready to go ahead and take this on track now. The trusty labor assistant who's trying not to get in the way of the shot is also happy to get on the track with us. And hopefully this time around, he's gonna go ahead and drive the car. Guys here at Shine took care of us. They went above and beyond. If you guys are out here in the SoCal, Yorba area, hit them up. And even if you're not from around here, I'm gonna say make the drive, drop off your car, put the time and invest on a great product, which they use, which is Expel, but also on great customer service, quality work. I'm telling you, they took care of us. They went above and beyond, and I think we're just about ready to take this car out on track. All right, we find ourselves here back at the house, and I wanted to point out on our FK8 that we've taken on numerous track dates why we decided to do the PPF on the FL5. And again, this is an investment, this isn't cheap, so you need to realize that I do see the value in it, and I do see the function in it. And this is what I'm gonna point out to you why. See all this? This is all rock chips from the track. These are little pits in the glass. I'll show you this one right there. See, that's a rock chip right there. And see, there you go. See, these are all rock chips from the track. And these are unavoidable, but at the same time, if we have the film that we're putting on the car, we can actually minimize this, and we can just tear off the film and put a new one on when it comes, when it becomes unbearable. Although it looks clean, when I zoom in, you see all that? Those are all rock chips. All that is rock chips. And as much as I've tried to minimize the damage, you see there, that's me with Dr. Chip Repair, Color Chip Repair, to fix these rock chips. As much as you try, you end up still encrewing them. Look at this on the actual spoiler. You can see all of the rock chips, see right there. And this is from 4 years of taking this car out on the track. I went ahead and upgraded the 2020 grill from the 2019 grill, and I had it PPF'd. As you can see, there's the cutouts right here, and here you see the cutouts. And I PPF'd it, and this is pretty much one of the nice glossy pieces that, even though the car has received some impacts, I mean, look at that one. That's a pretty big one. Those are some. It's held up. I mean, if I was to tear this piece off, you'd probably see how clean it looks. Also, look at the headlights. The headlights have received all kinds of little chips all over. You see that? I hope the camera shows it, which it does. Those are all chips from the track and regular road driving. So not only will it protect, from when you're on the track, which is our main goal to this car, but at the same time, it also protects the parts from just everyday driving. This car did get pummeled. We've had incidences like this one. You can see it there. These are incidences where rocks and debris have hit the car when you're on the track, and that's unavoidable. And it's caused these huge chunks of paint to come off, and I've had to repair it. I want to spotlight on how the fellas over at Shine Detailing went above and beyond my expectations for the car. They not only took their time doing this, as you can see, look at the overall gloss of this car. Their paint correction, even though this was a one-step paint correction, was amazing. Took care of some of the scratching and whatnot that this car had from delivery. Look at the gloss. You could see my roof. You could see my garage door on the roof. I mean, this is amazing. This car did not have this type of gloss when we brought it home. They PPF'd the A-pillars, as you can tell. Here's the line. Eventually when the rest of the kit comes out, I will have the entire roof PPF'd. And what I mean by the kit is, Kelly and the guys over there, they do not like to cut into your car, because eventually you could have some errors from it cutting the paint, or your clear coat is actually what I wanted to say. they have invested in a machine that cuts out the patterns for the vehicles, which makes it super easy, super convenient, and it makes the actual laying of the product spot on. I'm gonna try and see if I can show you. See, some of the cuts actually have little edges, as you can see right there. You see where the PPF kind of doesn't make it to the full corner, and that's again, so when they lay the product out, they can stretch it and it not affect, you know, the overall look, or in a few months the edges start coming up. And I'll show you how that looks on the FK8, because on the FK8, when they did this PPF stuff, you know, when I buy it from the factory, or not from the factory, from them, see, these are the types of issues that start occurring. You see how it bubbles up right here, it just creases, and that's from them putting on this strip. And then eventually what it creates is this black line that I could never get out, because all the dirt gets underneath it and sticks to the actual film tape. And unless I remove this, that's the only way to clean it. I just wanted to spotlight that. They also went ahead and went above and beyond for us, and they also ceramic coated these piano black areas. I initially had this wrapped in black wrap because the swirls on it were just horrific. They went ahead and took care of us there, and they ceramic coated this wing lid, which is the cherry on top for me, because again, after its first wash, you could already see swirl marks in it, and that's something that you can't avoid. You know, you cannot avoid that, even here or here. And as you can see, the reflection on it is like mirror glass quality. You can see me in the mirror, and look at that. I mean, just the clarity, the deep attention to detail that they do over at Shine Detailing is second to none. I am forever their customer now, and I do appreciate the support. They're gonna keep helping us out when we go to track dates. Kelly has already told us that he was gonna help us out with any type of products that we may need when we go to the track, and just to keep the car looking at its optimal best. And then, like I said, I'm gonna keep documenting a few more videos on how the PPF reacts when we're out on track. We're going to really put this PPF through the rigors. We're gonna make sure that we show you guys what are the positives and negatives after maybe 3 track events, and then at the end of the year when we're done tracking. But again, we're gonna go ahead and show you that, and we're gonna detail that in about 2 or 3 videos. This is the first one, and if there are any parts that we need to remove, Kelly will show us all the damages that were done to the PPF versus, you know, any damages done to any of the parts that are on the car. Now again, I wanna thank everybody for watching, subscribing. Don't forget to hit the bell button. That will give you all the notices once we post new videos as well, and all the new content that we have coming up for the remaining of this year and 2023. And again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, CTR692, and to the VCD Racing channel, where we'll have a lot more technical stuff going on. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks again, everybody, for all the support. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you guys out on the track.